Welcome back to another episode of Rounds at the Knight's Table.
I am Jim.
I am Eric.
This movie is about a young boy growing up in Africa when his father is murdered by his uncle. Well, that's The Lion King. Today we're going to talk about Outlaw King. This film stars Chris Pine, Florence Pugh, and a bunch of other people you kind of recognize, like Jorah's dad from Game of Thrones. This movie takes place during and after the death of Mel Gibson. I mean, the war didn't end when he fucking screamed freedom, alright? So this is about Robert the Bruce, who is crowned the King of Scots until, of course, Forrest Whitaker is the last King of Scotland. They decide to go in rebellion. They go to take their kingdom back from the Brits, who, great conquerors, can't hold on to that land. And I'm looking at you, 1776, red, white, and blue. Let's talk about the good. I thought the opening sequence, 9 minutes and 3 seconds without one fucking cut. They don't make movies like that anymore. They don't have, long shots like that. And I very much appreciated that because there's so much. Everybody has to be on point. Chris Pine's accent is pretty decent.
It was pretty on point for
pretty decent
most of the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, he didn't slip out of that accent very much at all.
That's because he's the best acting Chris. He might not be the best to look at, Hemsworth.
All the acting was actually pretty good in this movie. Even his wife, she was like really compelling. One of the other things I really liked was how gory it was. I
thought it could have been a little more gory, but I don't know. When you're watching a movie, I guess that's compared to Braveheart.
Speaking of, you get the cameo of William Wallace, or at least a part of him.
It was 2 hours. I thought it went by pretty swiftly.
Yeah, it didn't feel too short. It didn't feel too long. It was a pretty good 2 hours.
Yeah. The end fight between the Prince and Robert the Bruce, I thought was a little
anticlimactic.
Anticlimactic, yeah, for sure. Wasn't bad, but when you got a battle like that, I want the battle of the bastards.
They did a pretty good job choreographing all these big battles.
It really caught me off guard when they got their setup rated, because they were like, oh, we'll battle it out one-on-one tomorrow. Yeah. And then, that dude decided to take his talents to South Beach. And jump
I mean,
Chris
they
Pine.
At least waited till after midnight.
I was surprised that his wife got captured and put in the.
They got captured like really quick too.
Yeah. Let's talk about the bad. Now we talked about the action and how good it was.
Right.
I thought there wasn't enough when they finally consummate the marriage, because he had been married previously, and I don't know if he just wasn't into the whole mail order bride thing.
Pre-order.
They went with some weird handheld shot. The handheld's okay, but really clashed with the scene, and it was odd. And then I had to see Chris Pine butt. That's fine. I don't mind you show butt. You show a little dick. I don't care. But then they go Tommy Wiseau Tane on you. They come around. I'm like, dude, man, you could have just showed me the crescent. Had it been Chris Hemsworth, maybe I wouldn't have minded the full moon. I didn't get enough of the bad guy. I didn't get enough of the Prince. I thought he did pretty good. He was kind of enjoyable. He's a little whiny.
He was good to hate. They set him up to be hated. That means he
did his job as an actor. He still did his thing. It didn't take him to the end of the movie to prove to Daddy, because that's ultimately what he was trying to do, is prove his savage.
Did he ever prove to his daddy?
No, of course not. You can't live up to that expectation.
Because Daddy died too soon to be proven anything, and even after death, he was kind of disappointed. I didn't really get enough of the king. Was that not Stannis?
Oh, I don't know. Was King Edward Stannis Baratheon? What kind of burp was that?
Yes, it was.
Oh, good eye, sniper.
But yeah, I didn't get enough of the king, I thought...
Hail to the king, baby.
Because I don't feel like the prince got...
his due?
I mean, we see him go off with his tail between his legs at the end, but...
Yeah.
Then all we get is text exposition after that. And the, gleeful reunion between husband and wife.
A final thought. This film was a solid film. I was really enticed because it was only 2 hours and 3 minutes or whatever it was. It's not long. Now it's going to sound like my score is kind of low, but that's just because it was good, but it wasn't whoa.
Right.
A 7.6 out of 10.
I would score it around like an 8.5.
Ooh, high. If you haven't seen it, it's a good one to check out. Maybe if the wife likes to throw down on some Scottish epic war movies, then yeah. If you want to just check out a movie by yourself as a dude or as a lady that just enjoys it, enjoys the war. I mean, I say that because you girls don't make war. It's us. We're the fuck-ups.
I mean, it was Guy's fault, so.
Oh, Guy Fieri. Always Guy Fieri's fault.
I'm glad he got voted back into Flavortown.
If you like this video, hit that like, hit the subscribes. We'll check you out next time. Only on Rounds of the Knight's Table.
Taking them to review time.
You know, I think that's definitely like a souped-up Honda.
It's definitely not Vin Diesel.
Vinci Diesel. Maybe it was Marissa Tomato.